everybody. Glad to have a couple of minutes with you here on Wednesday. Lots going on. When I thought about talking about deep sea mining, I thought I would take my 5 minutes and do it in song and dance, but I decided that maybe we weren't ready for that yet, so I'll go with the traditional consulting PowerPoint. Nonetheless, what an interesting topic, and one that on this day at the summit is something that we need to take seriously. So as we see the geopolitical landscape changing, as we talk about overall the demand curves for these critical minerals over the next 10, 15, 20 years, we need to be looking at different sources of where we can find these things. So we've recently done a study, a short paper, that looks at the market opportunities for deep sea mining. This is something that I looked at with a few of my partners in Germany, in France as well. And what's changed, and why does this matter, and why should we take it seriously? Well, firstly, the technology. There's now technology that is available where we're able to harvest polymetallic nodules in the seabed at a lower cost than terrestrial mining. So that's a very big impact on the market. Number one is the technology advances that we've seen. Secondly is we need the right regulations in place. They're forming. There's new momentum right now. There's interest from the current administration in the United States, certainly to make these things available, to streamline the regulations so that it's environmentally safe and protected, but at the same time we can unlock this space as a point of growth in the market. Secondly is we've done a model in our paper. We forecasted out what we think this will look like in the market. There's a lot of interest. There's already a lot of activity going on, nothing at a commercial scale yet. But this being said, there are places around the world where there are these deposits, these nodules, where the technology can be applied, it's been tested, and you can harvest the critical minerals such as cobalt or nickel, as I was saying before, at a lower cost and less environmental degradation that we see with terrestrial mining. This also has the potential to open up sources of economic growth for key partners, other countries that are also seeking to diversify their economies and learning from some of the dependencies they had economically after COVID. Based on a modest scenario, because we looked at 3 scenarios in our paper. We looked at a low-case scenario where we don't see the market taking off as quickly for this, a middle-case scenario, and a higher-case scenario. And we are expecting that in the next 10 years, there could be as many as 19 active deep-sea mining sites by 2035. This could lead to an annual revenue of somewhere around $25 billion. So this is not artisanal in the sense of scale. This is something that has a commercial impact. There are many that are already investing, and that we expect that this will continue to grow more rapidly now than we expected in the last couple of years. So what was the point of the study? And you can access it. It was launched yesterday on our QR code, so we encourage you to download the study. The point of it was to look at the opportunity and the risks. As part of our study, we went out to the market, we asked, what are some of the biggest concerns that we see in offshore mining, deep sea mining? We know this can be a very emotional topic for many stakeholders. This should be taken seriously, no doubt. At the same time, it needs to be balanced out with, for example, the environmental impacts that we see in terrestrial mining. It also has the opportunity to unlock and open new trading partners and sources where we can get these minerals out, process them at a lower cost, open new sources of economic growth, and also cut dependencies on certain geographies and places where we currently have terrestrial mining globally, and we need to rewire that geopolitically. And so what you will see in the paper is that, and a colleague will come out soon to talk about what the environmental impacts could look like. But there's new research that was just recently released that's showing there's positive, so we're heading in a positive way, that it can be lower environmental impact than what we see in terrestrial mining. So I encourage you to download the report. Tell us what you think. Open and available to talk more about this, and excited to see where this space and this industry is going to go in the next couple of years. Thank you so much.